Oh, hey, it's me, Charlie. So I got my little apple, and so it's a little bitty little apple. This is my little apple tree, and the apple was here. I just touched it, and it fell off the tree, so it was ready to pick. Isn't that the cutest little apple? It looks like a red delicious. But it's so small. It's the smallest apple I've ever seen besides a crab apple. But it's a small tree, so I think adult trees are about like 6 feet high or so, the ones that I've seen. Some orchards around here in Oregon, and they have like a little, little apple. I'm going to have to clean it off, get the ash from the sky, but look at the sky. First clean blue sky I've seen for a long time. It feels like a long time, but it's actually like 2 weeks. Wow. Anyway, here's my little apple. Look at the little apple. Isn't that neat? Wow. It was out here in the smoke and all. And then I smelled something rotting. That's the grapes. The grapevines. I gotta cut all that back. There's a whole bunch of grapes. And so next year, I have to trim it along the top of this fence. See this wire fence? You have to trim the vines back. And so you trim along the back of the wooden fence so it doesn't go over. And then trim along this wire fence along the front here. That way it doesn't get unmanageable. And you keep it all trimmed and cut back. Then the grapes just drop down from the main root. You don't even need all this to get the grapes. You just trim it back like every 2 weeks. And then when it comes time to harvest, you just walk through and get the bigger grapes because it puts more energy into the grapes if you trim all this back. Otherwise they end up real small. So this here is parsley here. This is like parsley, and it's got little white flowers, which is really neat. They kind of smell kind of putrid, but it's parsley. You know, the flowers. Or no, this is actually cilantro here. This is cilantro. The cat ended up pushing that down. The cats are trampling my... I'm going to have to put up a fence to keep the cats out. That's going to suck to have to put a fence around my garden to keep the neighbor's cat out from trampling the parsley. This is I think these are the red beets. See the red beet? That's a red beet right here. That's a good root right there. And then there's another one. Yeah, there's another nice one. We eat the root. That's the root. And then these up here are the seed pods. These are the seed pods which are grown from it. So you plant the seeds here. You save these for next year in the springtime. And then you harvest these down here whenever that time comes. I think when the plant starts to wilt, which will be right after the leaves start to wilt, it's then time to pull these up, or even leave them in the ground if they're small. So pull those up and then trim these off and harvest them. The radishes, they're back in here somewhere. I think they're back over here where this other plant is with the yellow flowers, but I'm not sure. That looks more like a weed. But these are the, yeah, see Yeah, that cilantro. That smells so neat. I like the smell of the cilantro. This is a weed here that's been growing. The seed pods. That's what those are. And then these are the seed pods for these beets. These are here. That's what these are. More beet plants. I might just let these settle into the ground and let them grow next year. I won't harvest all of them, I'll leave some of them. Radishes are somewhere down here. I don't know where they went. I think they're through here, but they like disappeared. I haven't seen hide nor hair of them at all. But yeah, the rotting grapes. Oh God, what a mess. Every year it's a mess back there. I gotta cut all that back. Pull the vines back over the fence and then do something with them. Mow them into the lawn or something. But that's how the garden's going. There's a row of something here. I don't know what happened to it. There it is. I gotta put a fence around to keep the cats from trampling it. And see, this is the grapes. I cut that back, and then you gotta get to the grapes underneath it. I gotta pull all that back over the fence so I can cut that back. Next year I'll keep this a little more kept up because this really looks bad. So yeah, I'll have to pull those back over so the neighbor pull it back over here from the neighbor's yard. Look at that little apple, isn't that cute? Wow.